Hello, and welcome to another episode of TSF Reviews. Today I'm joined by Aamir, and I am dressed up as Spike Spiegel for this
Spike
review.
Spiegel.
Yeah. And we have just finished the Netflix show, the live action one, which I'm impressed. It's decent enough. Yeah. I I especially love the character dynamic with the main. Okay, so in this one I'm assuming that they've changed it up a little bit because now they're like two main characters and then you have the third character who comes in occasionally. Jet Black and Spike, the main two characters, their dynamic I really enjoy. Their banter, their trust, and all that. It's really, really, it's good stuff. Like the actors did a fantastic job. Like, and then when the third character comes in, Faye Valentine, she does a fantastic job. It's like, wow. Yeah. But yeah, I think I enjoyed this anime. It was this Netflix live action show based on the anime. I haven't seen the anime, sadly. I wanted to. Usad wanted to be here. He's watching the anime, but he hasn't seen the live action show, so it didn't make sense for him to be here. But Amr has seen both, and Amr, let us know.
Oh no, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Insert the CJ from San Andreas meme over here. Oh shit, here we go again. Look, the things I liked about the anime, I just wrote them down in some bullet points. So there are some very good parallels with the original anime. I will point out right here that it's been a while since I've seen the anime. I watched the anime a long time ago. I don't even remember when. Um, One very key thing that I have to mention is the music does a lot of justice, as well as a lot of other things in the TV series that are inspired from the anime, and they are just fantastically done. The world building and all of that, I can go on and make a list. For those of our viewers watching, Netflix themselves released a marketing video in which they showed that they brought on Yoko Kanno, who is the original composer of the animated series. And boy, oh boy, does the music show that. The music in this TV show was fantastic. So it really shows that the people who worked on this TV series, they genuinely adored and loved the anime, and they really cared about bringing us the original feel. Now, you are right about the character dynamic. All of the three characters, they are very well portrayed over here. Um, their mix of comedy and drama is almost as I remember from the original anime. There might be slight differences, but like I said, it's been a while since I watched it. But I went back and I watched a little bit of the show, just 5 minutes, just to clear my head. And yeah, the character dynamic is pretty good in this. It really took me back to the show. Spike's character, Jet, Faye Valentine. Now there's one thing I have to mention as well. The actors themselves did a very fantastic job.
Yes.
Right. Your Spike's actor, what was his name
John
again?
Cho.
John Cho. I was about to say Johan, but John Cho and Jet Black's actor, especially Mustafa Shakir, and I forgot Valentine's actress's name. Mubarak will help me with that.
Daniela Pineda. I think Daniela or Daniela.
Here's the thing. They really did an amazing job.
Yes.
Putting themselves in the shoes of their characters to a point. And this is really saying something that I was really confused with Jet's acting, like the actors acting in this. I thought that he even sounded exactly the same. I had to go back and watch the original anime after I'd seen the show, just to, put my brain at ease, because I felt like they just took the same guy out of the anime and put him in the TV show. It was the way they represented their characters, their acting was, I really like it. And
you feel this way about Jet Black. I feel this way about John Cho. When I saw him on screen, I'm like, he flows like an anime character. He talks
He
like
did.
what he's like his mannerisms, like everything. It felt like very
Here's
like lifted
here's
from the
here's the
anime.
thing. Here's
Yeah,
the thing. Here's the thing.
yeah.
Like from the original anime, what I remember of the original Spike Spiegel, this is almost a 95% recreation of that same character. He is
Wow.
a chill dude who is so chill. He just like makes comical jokes at anyone who's trying to, take a fight with him. He is super chill. At least that's how I remember him. And John Cho did a fantastic job. But just
Fantastic.
because he's chill doesn't mean that he is badass. And John Cho really brought in some of those kung fu moves. They are a
Ooh.
bit of a departure from the original anime, but the original anime was pretty old and they relied on some, Western style fighting styles. That Spike Spiegel wasn't exactly a spin kicking kind of a guy, but that's anime. This is the real live recreation.
Hmm.
So I think going a more kung fu route, martial artist route was very good. It really suited the character. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All of the actors, they did a fantastic job recreating these characters. And their dynamic, the way it plays with each other, it's pretty good. Now, I could go on and on about this. I am going to go on into some other points,
Hmm.
what things I did not like about the show. Because some of the starting opinions that people came to me about the show was this show was pretty trash. It sucks. And I wanted to know why. So I have a couple of things I have to say. And given that people tend to be fanboys
Hmm.
and they just pick one thing from the original thing and they say that, well, oh, they ruined it. Well, they didn't exactly ruin it, but it doesn't sit well. It's like I had to write this down so I don't rant. This show departs from its original genre and theme, right? I decided to Google what the original anime's theme was supposed to be, and it's exactly as I remember it. It was a noir show, a space drama. It's more mysterious than it is a comedy.
Hmm.
But instead, this show, it has a little bit of a hint of the original anime's noir experience, but it just relies too much on the comedy.
Yeah.
And I, personally speaking, do not like that because it's that mysterious noir drama that really made that show a very captivating show. The comedy is still there. Your characters are still, making punchlines, but those punchlines are very subtle. They're like, they're down here. They
Hmm.
don't encapsulate the entire show.
Oh.
There are some, the original anime was also episodic. This is my second point, which I did not particularly like. It's like the original anime is episodic. It's very episodic. Every
Hmm.
episode is them going after a bounty, just like in the TV show.
Hmm.
But it's like, how do I put this? This show doesn't have enough time in it. Given that there are only 10 episodes of the TV series,
Yeah.
on average 45 minutes each. Like every episode is a different time.
Hmm.
Um, the original anime had 26 episodes of 30 minutes, just like any other anime.
All right.
That is not enough time to develop a story. And I think you showed us a
Yes.
image, Mubarak.
Yes. Yeah. This takes inspiration from 9 episodes, three
Nah,
of which are very heavily influencing the show, and then three are like midway, and then there are like three other shows that have references, in
okay.
this. Like, yeah.
So from what I remember, not a lot of the episodes show the development of this overarching story, which is the story about Spike and Vicious, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Though that part develops very, very slowly and very, very subtly in the background. Your main primary, bread and butter of the entire anime series is just the same. It's episodic bounty hunting, them going after unique bounties, and you get to see a lot of the, inspired characters over here. They're also done quite well. It's not like the the characters or the bounties are boring or like the story per episode is boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you only have 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So the original story suffers for it. And I am taking 1 point from you. I would like you to,
Yeah.
speak on that, that the ending is pretty rushed. You felt that way.
Yeah, it feels rushed.
Yeah. Well,
Because yeah, like you said, like it didn't have time to develop the story. You have 10 episodes, you're trying to fit 26 episodes worth of material into 10 episodes. You've only taken 9 episodes out of the anime to make this. And like so the story towards the end, that build up, what you're expecting a build up towards a really grand finale does not happen. It feels very rushed. And just out of curiosity, I checked the ratings of these episodes, and they start off like super heavy, like really good ratings, and like towards the end they start dropping. You can see there's a drop in the number. Like the
all
overall, it's
right.
still good, but it's just you can see that drop. So I feel
I
yeah, it
think I
was
can.
rushed.
Yeah, I think I can comment on that. The reason I'm just going to make an observation. The reason the ratings of the initial episodes are higher than the ones down at the end is probably because the TV show still tries to tell the story the same way as the anime did. The anime is also like, okay, yeah, it's they're taking inspiration from the anime. They have to do it justice. I understand that. But on the other end, they are suffering for it because they only have 10 episodes. All of your episodes are one bounty each, roughly speaking, right? They go after one bounty,
Hmm.
which is just exactly how the anime does it. And then you just get something like 3 to 5 minutes of development of this backstory about Vicious. Vicious slowly, subtly learns that Spike is still alive and starts coming after him. All of that takes place very slowly. And then
Hmm.
near the end of the anime, you start going faster and faster. It starts picking up, but it doesn't pick up so fast that it's done in 2 episodes. Even
Yeah.
then, I think the final episode in the anime, it was up to 5 episodes of the anime show near the end where Spike, well, spoiler alert, goes after Vicious to finish everything once and for all. But over here, they do it in just 2 episodes. And that is what gives you this problem that you're suddenly left with so much story that is left to be told, and you don't have enough time anymore. So you have to rush through it. So them trying to do justice to the original anime
Hmm.
also makes them suffer for it, which is sad. But I think this problem could have been solved is that if this TV show had more episodes or maybe a second season, right?
They did tease a second
Um,
season though, like that last scene with that
so here,
character, new
so
character
here's
with.
the thing. You can anyone in the comments can correct me.
Hmm.
I think that is also how the original anime ends. Like that was a signature to the original anime. If I am mistaken, please correct me. It's been a while since I watched it. But
Hmm.
when I rewatched that scene in the TV show, I remembered sort of that in the anime, it's also, you, well, spoiler alert. Should I give spoilers in this,
Go
Mubarak?
no, go ahead, go
Shall I?
ahead, talk about
Okay,
it.
here's spoiler alert, everyone. If you haven't watched the show, don't listen to me. Three, two, one. Spike does not die at the end of the TV series. This is one really big gripe that I had. In the original anime, you are shown that he dies,
Hmm.
but when all of that happens in the TV show, that happens. Faye breaks up from the group and goes her own way. Jet is left sad and sitting alone by his ship. That was a very emotional scene.
Mm.
And our fourth character that isn't in the show at all, but is given you know
Cameo.
a cameo at the end of the TV series. That is a very major actor. I think her name was Edward or Ed. She's like a hacker, a little girl who looks like a boy, but it's an anime. It's really confusing.
Yeah.
Um, there is a scene at the end of the anime that Edward is also sad and just walking through the street, and they just glare into the street, and then her face lights up, and she's like, "Spike!" Just like in the TV series. I kind of remember this scene.
Hmm.
My It's like this show, it felt rushed. In
Hmm.
the end, they gave a little cameo to the original scene from the anime. I
Yeah.
do not think there will be any second season of the
Really?
TV show, is what I'm saying. I don't know.
I
I do not. There was no second season of the anime. I am not sure.
okay.
But this is just me. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe there will be. this was a cameo to the original scene of the anime.
Mhm.
I think I should, not prolong. There are some things that I still have to say. Let me just check my points.
You check your points while I tell you that I really feel that there could be a season 2. Like the way that final scene, it
Mhm.
it has some hint like there would be a season 2. And plus, since they've only used 9 episodes worth of material for this, um, out of 26, you still have a big number left behind. You have 15 more
Yeah.
episodes to go. 15, same thing.
So
I don't know.
here's the thing. I
Yeah.
mean, even if it comes, it will probably be trying to, at least this is what I'm assuming. There is a lot of interesting bounties in the animated series
Mm-hmm.
that aren't like covered over here because of time constraints.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go for those, but what will be the overarching story? Without that, there is no Cowboy Bebop, in my opinion. Cowboy Bebop is not an episodic, comedy series.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing. Your main story is over. Your villain is dead. And speaking of the villain, Mubarak, here it comes.
All right.
Oh boy, what the hell did they do with Vicious? Oh boy, what the hell did they do?
I thought it was a
Vicious.
decent villain.
The only thing vicious about his name was, well, his name.
Oh.
Um, the actor. Now let me correct. The actor did I will say, an amazing job given the character that he's portraying.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly easy to creating a anime villain because they are very, very, like, philosophical and whatnot. But there are some, saving graces for the actor. The way he represents the original animated villain, Vicious, is good. My problem is the way this character was written down. And your original Vicious was a very calm and menacing figure, whereas you have a angry douchebag over here who is just losing his head, who losing his cool all the time. He is a very rash dude.
Mm-hmm.
But that isn't what I remember from the original anime. He is still a very brutal and ruthless guy. But you can show brutal and ruthlessness with a, under a composed face. You can show the hint of it in the eyes. There is a way of doing that. I did not like the portrayal of this Vicious, and I believe that this is probably the reason why a lot of people did not like the anime either. Sorry, the TV show either,
Yeah.
because the villain just felt very cliche.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it felt very cliche, and it just overturns everything that I like about the anime. Whereas I'm enjoying the character dynamic between Spike and Jet and Faye, and I'm like, yep, I like this. But then we go to the part of Vicious, and every time he comes on, I just turn my head because I'm too embarrassed because of the memories of the original show that I have over here. I'm like, why are you like this? So yeah, I did not like the portrayal of this Vicious. If there are people who think otherwise, please feel free to, write that down in the comments or correct me if I'm wrong about some things. It's been a while since I've seen the anime,
Mm-hmm.
but these are my thoughts. I do not remember Vicious this way.
All right.
Hell no. What are your thoughts?
I actually okay. So obviously it's a 10 episode thing. You have okay. There was a lot of filler. Like it felt filler, but there was also this hint that there is a story. Something like the Mandalorian. Okay, there's like this dude. Okay, and he's having his episodic adventures, but then there is like you can feel that there's a theme emerging. In this,
Hmm.
that also happened, but towards the end, they really just compressed it, and it became really rushed. Apart from that, I'm
Yeah.
actually really happy with this live action
Yeah.
comedy. It's comedy for me, and I like comedy, so I really enjoyed the comedy in this.
Once again, I want people to stop confusing my rants with me hating something to the point of oblivion. I like the show, and my rating should reflect that.
Mm-hmm.
I've already mentioned my things that I like about the show, and they are actually You
The good
have all
stuff.
your major, yeah, it has all the good stuff from the original anime. It does justice to the original anime. There are some scenes which they are also used in the marketing material. The scene of the Vicious and Spike
Yeah, that final
doing that
scene.
the sword and gun standoff. That
Yeah.
is a very iconic scene. When I saw that poster, that was the first time I saw the first marketing material I saw. I
Hmm.
was hooked on to this TV show right away.
Oh wow.
So there has been a lot of justice done to the original anime as well. It's just that, if I see a bad point, I am gonna point it out.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this show is a pretty good show. I have a number rating for it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say, given that you are a fresh Cowboy Bebop newbie.
Yeah.
What do
The
you think?
visuals were amazing. It's a really good show. I really wanted this as an 8 out of 10. But then because of that rushed ending, I think I
Mhm.
have to bring it down to a 7.5. 7.75
Wow.
even, I don't mind. But then I had to bring it down because that ending was too rushed and it was too easy. The end was too easy.
Mhm,
There
mhm.
wasn't
I
that sense of loss. I mean, sense of loss
Yeah.
between Jet Black and Spike. Yeah, that was touching.
Yeah,
You know,
see, that's great. That's great. Now
but
here's
then
the thing.
between Vicious and Spike, not that much.
It's funny. It's funny
Hmm.
because that is exactly what I had in mind. This show is not bad enough for a 7, but it's
Okay.
not good enough for an 8.
Wow.
That's why I gave it a 7.5 in my head. And the moment you said, I was expecting Mubarak to go down to 7. I don't know why, but yeah, this show is a 7.5 out of 10.
No, I enjoyed it.
Um,
You see, I'm dressed up for the
it's
part.
enjoyable. 7.5 out of 10 means that it is enjoyable. You
Yes.
will like watching it.
Yeah.
But if you are not into cowboy space comedies, whatever this has turned out to be, if you are not into animes, or you are generally not interested in a show such as Cowboy Bebop on Netflix,
Hmm.
you could go on watch a better show, something that suits yourself. This isn't a must watch, in my opinion, for people who are not particularly in the targeted audience of this.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are someone who is a returning OG Cowboy Bebop fanboy like me, or someone who loves space, sci-fi shows,
Hmm.
animes, whatever, this is a good enough show. You can watch it and enjoy it.
All right. I guess that's it from us. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon too while you're at it. And let us know if you want us to review any more of these live action makes. Like I
And
heard that.
tell us how good Mubarak looks in that dang costume.
Hey,
Spike,
I
you
wanted to use
look
my real
fly.
hair for this, but then I don't think it's wavy enough. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the wig. Also, I shaved especially for this, so this one's for you guys. Okay, this is the most embarrassing I've ever had my
Smash
face.
that like button now. Smash it.
All right, yeah. Take care, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.